Welcome to a virtual field trip on Highway 243 just north of Mattawa. This is a spot known as the S-curves because of a series of 2 to 3 sharp bends in the road. It's not the safest spot to do some roadside geology, but there's some really interesting outcrops here. We're going to think like geologists and make some basic observations to try to explain what happened and maybe even what order those things happened. This is outcrop number 1. We're looking up the hill right now. We'll get closer to it in a minute. Scanning northward, further up the road, we can see outcrop number 2 and an associated outcrop number 3. 2 and 3 are related to one another, but 1 is its own thing. Let's cross the road and take a closer look at outcrop number 1, keeping in mind the things a geologist is going to look at when he or she inspects a new outcrop. We're going to look at the type of rock that's present. We're going to look at the size and shape of the different rocks in the outcrop. We're going to look at how well sorted or poorly sorted it is. And all of these are going to give us an idea about maybe how far those rocks have traveled, how quickly they showed up, that kind of thing. So we're looking at outcrop number 1 here. Walking north, we're looking for a spot to get up close and personal, get a good representation of what outcrop number 1 looks like. This is a nice example of outcrop number 1. Size, shape, is it well sorted, poorly sorted? I just about fell over right there. We're going to file all of that stuff away in our little memory bank, climb down off of that section, and head north, up the road, to check out outcrop 2 and outcrop 3. We're still walking through outcrop number 1 right here. Alright, we are approaching the end of outcrop number 1. This is the edge of outcrop number 1. You'll notice outcrop number 1 sticks out further toward the road than outcrops 2 and 3. But we're right here at the boundary. Let's call this outcrop 3. Same observations. Size, shape, rock type. Sorting. Outcrop number 3 is all of this. It's on this angle. It's piled on this angle, and what we're calling outcrop number 2 is up above outcrop number 3. You'll notice outcrop 2 and outcrop 3 are made of roughly the same thing. It's just that outcrop 2 is lithified into a rock, whereas outcrop 3 is loose sediment. We're approaching a good exposure of outcrop number 2. And as we look up onto the wall there, that road cut, to see outcrop number 2, we can see some layering, and most notably a fairly large boulder that is sticking out of the wall of outcrop 2 that doesn't look anything like everything else in outcrop 2. I'm now going to try to scramble up outcrop 3 here. I'm going to try to scramble up this loose stuff. Probably fall a couple of times as I try to hold the camera steady. So we can go check out, whoa, whoa, this boulder. This boulder that is embedded in outcrop number 2, but appears completely unrelated to outcrop number 2. Think like a geologist. Where did that boulder come from? Where did outcrop number 2 come from? And where did outcrop number 1 come from? Which came first?